Every time I look at you, I'm so glad that you're the one I've been growing closer to as the years have come and gone. Seeing our summers fade, feeling the autumn start. Somehow it seems we've stayed young at heart. Joy and grief, we knew it all, and I wondered now and then just how we'd come through it all. But I'd do the same again, sharing for good or ill, hardly a day apart, older outside but still young at heart.
Get out, you mangy mongrel! Damn dogs! Get out of it!
Sounds like Mr. Collier's feeling better.
Oh, yes, it was just a chill. A couple of days in bed has done him the world of good.
Have you finished with that shopping list, only I don't want to be late for work?
Are you sure you don't mind getting these few things for me?
Positive, it's me half day today. I'll bring them back this afternoon.
Oh, good. It'll save the bus fare. We have to watch the pennies since Albert retired. Just a minute. I'll get you the money.
Hey, up, you've got a visitor.
Oh, it's that horrible Mrs. Lewis. I wonder what she wants.
I'll let her in. Hello, Mrs. Lewis.
Morning.
I'll see you later, Mrs. Collier.
Yes, all right. Bye-bye, love. Did you want something?
I believe this belongs to your husband.
Well, it does look like one of his. Where did you find it?
In your backyard.
That's funny. How'd it get there?
Your husband threw it at my little Scotty.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure I saw him do it.
Oh, why on earth would he do a thing like that?
I'll tell you why. He was cocking his leg up on our back door.
He was doing nothing of the sort.
Well, if he wasn't, you've got the only dog in England who can ballet dance.
Dogs can't help doing them things. It's only natural.
Well, let him be natural in his own backyard.
You're a very disagreeable old man.
Now, just a minute. That's my husband you're talking about.
Oh, that's your misfortune. He goes out of his way to upset me.
That's his privilege, and if he wants to be disagreeable to you, he's got my blessing.
Ooh, you're just as bad as he is.
You get out of this house.
It'll be a pleasure, missus.
Oh, I won't be spoken to like that in my own home.
That's telling her. Silly old fool.
And you know better.
Whose side are you on?
I'm not on anybody's side. Here, drink this tea before it gets cold.
Too late, it is cold. Now brew some fresh.
Oh, no, you won't. You'll drink that.
But I don't like cold tea.
We can't afford to waste things.
We're not hard up for one tea bag, are we?
Yes, we are. You're not bringing in a wage now, you know.
You can't be doing it right. You've got to budget.
I'll budge you in a minute.
It's just a question of cash flow, balancing income against expenditure.
Oh, pardon me, Chancellor.
No, it's quite easy. Get me a pen and a pad.
Yes, sir. What are you going to do? Write a begging letter?
No, I'm going to work out a budget for you. Now then, here we go. Quite easy. Income, expenditure. Now, how much do we have coming in?
Not enough.
Well, there's my old age pension, that is £27.50. Then there's your pension, that's £16.30. That's £43.80 plus £11.20. That's my superannuation. That's £55 altogether. Now, expenditure, eh? What's the rent?
£14 a week.
I remember when it was £1. Gas?
£2.50 and the same for electricity.
Well, couldn't we economise there a bit?
Yes. We could use candles, only it might take rather a long time cooking the Sunday dinner.
All right, what else?
Coal, £4.
Well, we can't cut down on that.
No, not with our weather. Milk, £1.20.
Do we need milk?
Yes, we do. I can't drink tea without milk. Laundry at £1.
Now, there's something we can do without.
Oh, is it?
Hey, you could do all the washing here.
Yes, I could.
Well, there you are, then.
If you bought me a washing machine.
Laundrette, £1. Out else?
Yes. Television rental £3, TV licence 50p, phone £1, clothing club £2, insurance £3.50, papers 80p. Am I going too fast for you?
Yes.
£5 your spends, £4 mine. Oh, and 50p for the window cleaner.
We don't need him.
Oh, yes, we do. I'm not having dirty windows.
But I'll do the windows.
You can't do upstairs.
All right, we'll leave them dirty. Save drawing the curtains.
No.
All right, now let's add this up. Naught, naught, naught. Carry down naught. And 5 and 8 is 13. 2 is 15. 5 is 20. 5 is 25. 5 down, carry 2. 2 and 1 is...
£45.50.
Is it? Now then, all right. £55, take away 45, so that leaves...
£9.50.
Well, there you are. I told you we could manage.
Yes, if we starve to death.
Eh?
Well, you've put nothing down there for food, and you won't get much for £9.50.
Well, I'll have to go through it again.
Oh, it won't do any good. You'll only come up with the same answer.
Well, we'll have to do something.
Well, we could go on the national assistance.
Charity?
Oh, no, it's not really.
It is for me. I've let you down, haven't I?
Now, don't start talking like that.
Yes, I have. I've worked for over 50 years, and what have I got to show for it?
We've got each other, and 3 lovely kids, not to mention the grandchildren. Oh, cheer up, Albert. We've managed before, and we'll manage again.
Aye, but we ought to be taking it easy at our time of life. I mean, enjoying our retirement, not wondering where the next penny's coming from.
Perhaps I could get a cleaning job a couple of mornings a week.
No. I'll get a job.
Oh, it wouldn't suit you, Albert. Not with your knees.
No, not cleaning. No, I'll go back to old Gosling. He'll give me something to do. Damn it, I worked there long enough. I've worked there for... That flaming dog's at it again. Clear off, you little tyke!
Did you hit him?
No, I hit Mrs. Lewis.
Hello, Mr. Collier.
Hello.
Haven't seen you for a couple of days.
No, I've had a bit of a cold.
Oh, that's good. I thought you'd popped off.
Hello, Jimmy.
Albert Collier. Well. How you keeping?
Oh, champion.
It is nice to see you.
Oh, thank you.
I thought you'd snuffed it.
Not bad. Oh, for a beginner. Not wrong with that. I could do better with my eyes shut. Go on, then. Right. Hold that.
kept your eyes open, though.
Hey, up! Who's here? It's Albert. Hello, Albert.
Hey, Len.
Sorry? Albert? Hey, you're looking well.
Well, I feel well.
We were only talking about you yesterday.
Aye, we were wondering what had happened to you.
Oh, well, that's nice of you.
We thought you were dead.
Sorry to disappoint you.
He's only joking. You come to see the workers then, have you?
No. Come to see young Mr. Gosling.
What for?
Well, I'm thinking of making him an offer to buy the place.
Come in.
Morning, Mr. Gosling.
Yes?
It's me.
Yes, I'm sure it's you, but who are you?
Well, that's nice, isn't it, eh? 50 years I worked here and you can't remember me?
Oh, yes, you retired a few months ago, didn't you? Nice to see you again, Arthur.
Albert.
Oh, yes, of course it is. Sorry, I didn't recognize you without your overalls. Sit down.
Well, how's your dad?
Oh, fine. He's retired now, you know. Hey, he's in the same boat as you.
Oh, I suppose he is, yes. Well, I might call round and see him.
Ah, well, he's on a Mediterranean cruise at the moment. Then he's planning to spend a month in Florida. He's certainly enjoying his retirement. As I expect you are.
Aye. Ethel and I are thinking of taking a trip round the boating lake, and then we thought we might pop over to Port Vale for a few weeks.
That's the spirit, Albert. Enjoy yourself. You don't know how lucky you are to be out of the rat race. You know, to wake up every morning without a care in the world.
Yes. Now, as a matter of fact...
Do you know what it's like trying to run a business these days?
Well, no.
We're 30% down on last year. There's no money about.
Yes, well, that is what I really...
If it goes on like this, we'll have to lay people off.
Oh, heck.
Pardon?
Well, I was hoping I might get my old job back, you know, part-time like.
Well, I'm afraid there's no chance of that, not the way things are. We've all got to tighten our belts a bit.
If I tighten mine anymore, I'll cut myself in half.
Sorry, Albert. I wish I could help.
Yes, well, thank you, Mr. Gosling. I'll walk down to the Labour Exchange and see if they can help me.
Now, just a minute. Do you know anything about gardening?
Gardening?
Yes, my father. His chap's left, gone to live down south. I've got to get somebody. It's too much for my father to do at his age.
Look no further, Mr. Gosling.
I want somebody who knows what he's doing.
You can't teach me anything about gardening. I've got green fingers.
Really? Well, I'm prepared to give you a trial. When can we start?
Today.
Excellent. Right, we'll call back here this afternoon. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm late for lunch.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Gosling.
The devil's going on.
Mr. Gosling, Len wants a word with you.
Well, it's like this, Mr. Gosling. Norman wants to see you.
Well, I don't want to see anybody. I'm late for lunch. See me this afternoon.
Congratulations, Albert.
Let's see them green fingers.
Well, bit of luck in it.
Albert, you don't know anything about gardening.
Well, you know that. I know that. But old Gosling doesn't know it, does he?
I've left your shopping on the table.
Oh,
here's your change.
Oh, Tala, thanks.
You know, you don't want to be leaving that back door open. It's asking for trouble.
Oh, don't be silly.
Anything could happen. You could be robbed and raped.
Chance would be a fine thing.
It's all right, you joking. There's some funny fellas about. Men are all the same. Think of nothing else but sex.
Bless 'em.
Norman's the different.
Neither is Albert.
Go on. What, you've been married all these years?
Yes, he still thinks about it. He doesn't do a lot, but he thinks about it.
You know, this must sound old-fashioned, but just sometimes I wish I'd been born 50 years ago.
Whatever for?
Well, it was different then, wasn't it? I mean, more romantic. You courted properly, and if you like someone, you kiss goodnight. Nowadays, the pill and everything, you can just leap in and out of bed with anyone.
That's true. I've missed a lot.
Oh, hello. What's this then? Housewives' Union?
Oh, I'm just going.
Aye, wait till you've heard the good news.
Why? What's happened?
No. Just wait till I tell the pair of you.
You've got a part-time job.
Aye. But you don't know what sort of part-time job, do you?
Old Mr. Gosling's garden.
Well, Mr... How the heck do you know about that?
Well, I got it from the milkman, who got it from the greengrocer, who got it from the breadman, who got it from the pub.
Well, it's a wonder it's not on Flaming News.
Well, I think it's marvellous. When do you start?
As soon as I can get into my old clothes.
Oh, well, I'll leave you to get on with it then. Good luck.
Oh, thanks, Barbara. Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
Well, what do you think?
I think you've gone off your head.
Now, don't you start.
Well, Albert, honestly, you a gardener.
Well, I looked after my Uncle Willie's place for years.
I didn't know your Uncle Willie had a garden.
Well, it wasn't exactly a garden.
Well, what exactly was it then?
A window box. I mean, the principle's the same. A garden's just bigger, that's all.
Well, I still think it's a stupid idea.
I'm getting £2 an hour.
I'll help you to change.
Hello.
Big house, isn't it? I wouldn't like to have to clean it.
Oh, well, they've got a housekeeper.
Oh, perhaps she'd do you a bit of toast to go with this flask of tea.
She's away. She won't be back till old Gosling returns from his cruise.
Oh, must be nice to be rich. Have you much to do?
Oh, just generally tidy up, you know. Clear the beds and prune the roses.
Well, you'd better make sure you don't prune something you shouldn't prune.
I hope you're not going to stay here and criticise.
No, I'm going to the supermarket. It's French week. They're giving away free samples. Here, here's your tea.
Oh, tar. I could do with something to warm my motor up. You going to have one?
Oh, go on then. I'll have a drop.
Right. Come and sit down.
Oh.
There you are. You can have first sip.
Oh, tar.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to enjoy working here. Especially in the summer.
There's a lot of lawn to cut.
Oh, that won't worry. That won't worry at all. Not about that machine over there. Come and have a look at it.
Oh, right.
Over here.
Oh, I say, that's posh.
Aye, does everything this does except make tea. Digs up the garden, mows the lawn.
What you doing?
Oh, I'm just checking it. I'm going to be using it sometime, aren't I, eh? May as well see how it works.
Oh, I think you ought to wait and ask Mr. Gosling.
No, there's now. Do it. Now, do it. You know, just forward and reverse.
Ethel, will you stop bawling?
I can't help it. It's all your fault. God knows what it'll cost to replace that greenhouse. What are we going to do?
We could emigrate.
I knew something like this had happened. You should have stuck to window boxes.
Well, perhaps Gosling won't notice it.
He's not blind, is he?
He might let you pay it off in instalments.
Oh, now you've started her off again.
What's happened? Barbara, are you all right?
Yeah.
Oh, I got this message. Go home immediately. A matter of life and death, this
It's
says.
Mr. Collier.
Albert, you look all right to me.
I am all right.
Well, what's up, then?
It isn't up, it's down, and he knocked it down.
Gosling's greenhouse. There's nothing funny about it.
Sorry.
Oh, don't cry, Mrs. Collier. Norman will think of summit.
Will I? I'll tell you what we do. There's only one thing to do. Build it up again.
I think you were nearer with emigrate.
No, I was right. We'll get a few panes of glass from the builder's yard.
Right, Norman, what are we waiting for?
Hey, what if you don't get it finished before Mr. Gosling comes round to see how you've got on?
Right, that's where you two come in, right? Just make sure he doesn't leave the office until 5 o'clock, right? Come on, Norman.
Miss Carlson, I'll be leaving a little early today. I'll sign those letters first thing in the morning.
Hello?
Hello?
Mrs. Collier.
Yes?
I'm Mr. Collier's wife.
Well, you would be, wouldn't you?
Well, your dad's new gardener.
Oh, Arthur.
Albert.
Really? Oh. Well, what can I do for you, Mrs. Collier?
Well, I just thought I'd like to thank you for giving him the job.
Oh, not at all.
He's a good man.
Yes, I'm sure he is.
We've been married over 40 years.
Really?
Yes, just before the war it was. You remember the war, don't you?
Yes, I do believe it was in the papers.
How much longer? Another hour, we'll have it finished.
First, there's our Billy. Now, he's the eldest. Oh, and he's got 2 lovely children, Terry and Sally. And then there's David, he's next. He's married, too. Then, in 1955, our Mary came along. She's the youngest.
Well, this is all very interesting, Mrs. Collier, but I really do have to go.
Oh, you can't go yet. They won't have it finished.
Who won't have what finished?
Nobody, nothing.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Collier, but I do have to go now. What the devil are you doing?
Mr. Gosling, we've got a bit of a problem.
Well, what sort of a problem?
Yes. Well, that's right. Well, it's like this. You tell him, man.
It's that special order for left-handed teapots.
Teapots.
What are you talking about?
It's the clay.
Clay?
Clay?
Yes. It's too clayey.
Too clay.
The handles keep dropping off.
Dropping off.
But don't bother me with the trivialities. See the foreman. I'm going.
Oh, couldn't you hang on for another 10 minutes?
No, I have a dinner engagement. If I have to rush, I get indigestion.
I think you might get it anyway.
I think he might get it anyway.
No use, I can't delay him any longer. He's leaving now.
Oh, no, he isn't.
How do you mean?
I let one of his tyres down.
Albert, he's here.
Just finished. Hide yourselves. Hide yourselves.
How have you got on, Arthur?
Albert.
Oh, yes, of course it is. Well, I suppose you've done a reasonable job. Anyway, I'm sure my father would be pleased. Have you enjoyed it?
Oh, yes, yes, I've had a smashing time.
Good. Now, how many hours have you worked?
4.
Right. That's £8 then. Here you are.
Thank you.
How do you feel about coming around 2 mornings a week?
Oh, champion.
Good. Day after tomorrow, then, you can start planting a few shrubs.
All right.
Oh, and there's one other thing, that greenhouse.
Oh? What about it?
It's falling to pieces. Do knock it down next time you come?
Every time I look at you, I'm so glad that you're the one I've been growing closer to as the years have come and gone, sharing the good or ill, hardly a day apart. Oh, that side, but still